Your fucking pull.
At the PGA house tonight, they got a pot on the crowd. It's going down the range. We'll hit the rail and Campo Verde. We'll take our shots in groups of threes. We'll head back up at the clubhouse, blow it all up and start all over again. The PGA, there ain't no telling what we'll get into. The drink will flow, blood will spill.
All right, we are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome Labor Day weekend out there. I hope all you guys don't have to work tomorrow. That'd be awesome. So you can get your pull with us tonight. And our very special guest, Slovine.
Woo! Yeah, make some noise!
CJ Way. Every day is Labor Day for you then, Holmes, right? So, hell yeah, we are here with Slovine. We've had a member drive all the way from Beaumont just to be here to play for you guys tonight.
Hell yeah.
And who's from Garland? Vanessa, you from Garland?
I'm from Garland, but I live in Plano.
Oh, well, either way, that's so fucking far. So. You live in Quinlan?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, man. All over the map. How do you guys, for all you guys saying, you know, you can't get a band going because, you know, you live too far away, these guys are the testament to it.
But it's called dedication,
you
man.
guys are dedicated. You have the heart.
And
So
we got the gas.
And you got the gas. So you guys want to start off by introducing yourselves and your role in this band.
I'm Kanan Jones. I play lead guitar in this band.
Kanan Jones! Woo! What's up?
I'm Cadence Jacob. I'm the rhythm guitar player and singer.
Good soul songwriter. pretty
And
much.
yeah, what he said.
Cadence Shake Up?
No. Cadence Jacob.
Oh.
Cadence is
Thanks,
his first
Mom.
name.
Oh, Cadence.
All right,
Cadence
Cadence.
Shake Up. Woo! Shake him up.
And I hear you twerk.
Caden's gonna shake him up.
Alright, that's the last torque joke, man.
Driving him twerking crazy. So,
No,
who we
that
got
was
here,
the
Bob's
last one.
Burgers?
My name's Daniel Green. I play bass for now, and I don't have a job, so anybody hiring fire alarms out there, man.
All right,
Daniel
Daniel.
Green, don't have a job. Woo!
Labor Day every
Get this
day.
guy a job. All right.
All right, my name's Taylor Bedell. Last name is actually spelled like Beetle, but I'm not the fifth Beetle. I play drums for this band, and these guys are awesome. I'm the most recent member, so I appreciate y'all, and we're gonna rock it.
Hell yeah, Bedell.
If you guys go to those shows, take pictures of this guy, man. Come on.
Please
what
do.
the
We
fuck?
don't have any
Very
names. We
solid
need some
tonight.
really
Take
big.
pictures of this guy.
I'm Vanessa Barnett. Everyone just calls me Nessa. I sing, I play keyboard sometimes, and tambourine.
Nessa, tambourine keyboard sometimes.
And she
vocals.
and she writes songs
Yeah,
too.
I help
She's
write
a
the songs,
songwriter.
too.
And she writes songs. Right on. That's a quadfecta, isn't it? 4 things?
5 if you count
Five.
guitar sometimes.
Oh, guitar sometimes too.
Yeah, so
So
she's basically like the John Paul Jones of the group.
that's
She
awesome,
plays
right? Or the Ray Manzarek or whatever.
Yeah,
that's,
pretty much.
that's why you need to combine the keyboard and the guitar and get you a
Guitar.
guitar.
Oh, well, we
Yeah.
haven't crossed that bridge yet, but
Oh.
we're getting there.
It's,
Oh,
it's
wow.
in sight though.
We're growing up.
You heard it first here. She's about to be
A guitarist.
Guitarist.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Like Snoop Dogg, in that one song that he had where he plays a freaking guitar.
That's
Oh,
who
that
you need.
R&B song.
We gotta get her braids and everything,
On the cornrows.
or the cornrows. Yeah.
That the other day.
Purple rolls.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
I've been watching myself on TV, like trying to match him. Like, oh, it's,
There's
it's
a-
not matched up right on time.
Yeah, there's a delay, so don't get confused by that.
Oh
So.
yeah, 10-second delay. By the way, don't watch yourself on TV.
Shantara, Amanda, Mike Sloan,
Oh man, everybody out there. What's
Lauren
up,
Berlin.
guys?
I believe that's your
Yeah, that's
manager.
our buddy right there.
Hey,
I love you, Lauren.
What's up, pal?
We love Lauren.
Shannon McMillan. Thanks for sharing like you do every week. We appreciate it.
I would like to say that Lauren had a big part in us coming together, so we just wanted to have a
Tell us a
secret thank
story.
out.
Yeah.
Can you
What's
tell
up
us a
with that?
story, Katie?
Let's talk about how
Well,
we got
let's
together,
start from the very
First, start from the beginning.
Don't have to
Flashback.
worry about the other band. It's just us.
Okay,
Just slow down.
Yeah, not that far back.
so really where it started was Daniel and I. We wanted to get a band together. We tried to play with some people. It didn't work out. And so I got in touch with Lauren through a friend named Sean Ekman. And her and I started talking. And I had already known Vanessa. And actually found... Kanan was actually the first person I found through the DFW was musicians.
It was one. I think it was DFW local musicians page.
Yeah.
Really?
And he
Yeah.
was the first one that messaged me, and I heard him play, and I was like, yeah, that's the guy. So he's been here, and then we decided, heck, let's get a girl in the band because it's too much of a sausage
Chick
fest.
sell.
Hell
Yeah.
And
And,
we were just running a 3-piece.
Yeah, and then we had a drummer. That didn't work out. And then we got Taylor, and he just freaking
He's awesome.
kills it.
I'd been in a couple
on,
of previous
man, right
bands with Taylor before, so I was trying to get him from
Yeah.
the very beginning. And he was kind of like, no, I don't want to. And then one day he's like, hey, you still need a drummer? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, I'm down to
And
play."
it was actually
I was like, okay.
Oh,
cool.
so you
Exactly.
guys like a package deal, rhythm section in a box. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
pretty
And it was
much. That's why I was
actually-
trying to get him. Me and him had played for like 5 years together.
It's
almost,
best to
so.
keep it that way,
Yeah.
right? So you already know how to.
And
how
it
to
was
vibe.
perfect timing too, because the drummer we were playing with at the time just it wasn't working out, and so it was perfect timing.
Why wasn't it working out?
Well, I guess he was basically, I think, just getting married or whatever, and I think he's a school teacher also, so he was
Oh, okay.
getting like that kind of.
So it wasn't no
like,
it wasn't no needle drugs or anything.
yeah, no, he was
juicy,
actually
saucy like
a
that?
real
No.
cool guy, and he
Right
was
on.
actually
You
the
kinda
straight
have to,
arrow out of
like-
our group.
You kind of have to find the right mix of people.
Of
we're all-
course.
And we all came
And-
together really well.
Yeah.
I was about to say. Then we've had three or four drummers that we've tried out before Taylor came along, and that was in a 4-month period, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
It
pretty
was
good average, though.
Yeah.
to
It was a
get that many
rotating
drummers
door
on
of
this.
drummers for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Were they lasting a particular amount of time, or was it like
I mean,
one audition? It's like nah.
Isaiah
pretty much.
Isaiah lasted the longest, and we had a couple. We had some good shows with him, and he's really a talented musician. In the end, it just didn't work out.
Basically had too many other projects. going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just
drummers
one of
tend to do
those.
that
He didn't
too.
want
How
to
many
make it to the
projects are you in
practices
right
or
now?
nothing.
This is it right
you
here.
know.
That's it.
He
This is
didn't
it.
really want to
Dude's
make it
golden.
to the practices
Yeah,
or nothing
he's
like
golden.
that, you know, and stuff like that. And so we're like, well, I mean, dude, you're going to Oklahoma like every freaking weekend to play a show, so it's like if you want to solely focus on that. And I mean, I was basically trying to put it into him in a way where it's like, man, I mean, we really appreciate your drumming and stuff, but at the same time, if you got other stuff going on, man, you can go ahead and focus on that. And he was more than obliged. He's like, yeah, dude, if you wanna get somebody
Yeah.
else in, man, let's see how that works and
yeah, it
stuff.
was a
you
real
know?
Oh, that's
smooth,
cool.
easy
There was-
transition.
there was no-
A good clean
Hard.
break.
Yeah.
He's even come to a few shows after he quit playing just to hang out and stuff.
And support the
Yeah.
No,
scene,
he's a
man.
good-
That's a
yeah.
testament to our scene,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely.
no bitter tears.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
everybody that we've had, all the drummers that we've had. I mean, what for whatever reason didn't work out, whether they wanted to do something else or whether we wanted to do something else. Everybody's been on good terms.
And I think that's one thing about being in a band. You just gotta be honest with people and be upfront, and just don't beat around the bush and bullshit them.
Like any relationship. I mean,
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I
Communication.
mean, some relationships you want to beat around the bush, but that's a whole other story.
Man, we just made a jump.
It's
He's
like
got
we're all-
innuendos.
Yeah, we're not on Dr. Phil here. Like,
So, have you all been in prior projects before, or
Yeah, for sure.
all of you? What anything people are gonna recognize? Shout out to your old band.
Matt,
Station Creek, they still play out there. I grew up country music, believe it or not.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, grew up straight country, and then once I got into college, I kind of always listened to rock, but then I started like playing rock and roll. And I was like, I want to find a band, and I went down to Guitar Center and saw the little ads, and
Oh, you did it old school.
Yeah.
On the billboard.
Yeah,
huh?
man.
Is this-
I'm looking for a bass player. I've been to Guitar Center many times.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
know they even did that anymore since Craigslist came out.
Yeah, it worked out good. I played with them, and then played a few little other projects in Waco, and then wound up in Fort Worth. And then I was like, I'm gonna try these Facebook music pages because the Guitar Center thing wasn't working out for me in Fort Worth. So they found me, and I was like, all right, cool, let's do this.
we adopted Kane.
yeah,
they adopted me.
I was in a band. Probably nobody really cares, but in a local band called Caravan Fuzz with my buddies in high school, and then they're actually the Wild Frontiers now, and they wanted to go in a different direction, and so more indie, and my personality is like alcohol and cigarettes, rock and stuff.
yeah,
you
right
know?
on.
Rock and roll.
Not Whole Foods and shit like that.
Yeah,
So I was
Vegetables.
vegetables are okay, but
Was it coffee enemas and shit?
so I went. That's actually
I
the
don't doubt it.
that's actually the beginning
Don't
of
knock
my.
Matt, you was watching.
That's actually the beginning of kind of my musical journey. Was when I left, well, kind of kicked out of that band, and did my own thing. That's when I started looking for all these other musicians. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. So
Right on. So you're the OG of this project?
Pretty much, me and
Yeah.
him were basically.
Oh, you guys. Okay. Okay.
We basically
so,
started the whole clash together.
And when did you guys start that? Like,
I'd
what
say it's
year?
been about
2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years so far. As far as me and him working on projects together, not necessarily the whole band as a whole, but
Right on.
me and him basically getting together and trying to, figure stuff out like that.
And us four, Taylor's newest, but us four have been together. September will be a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
playing
right
these
on.
guys for a year.
And
so-
me and Taylor before.
About that.
It's
Oh
almost a
my
year.
God.
Coming up on the anniversary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It is
What are we
September,
gonna-
so
Oh, yeah, it is
happy
September
anniversary,
What are we gonna
everybody.
get each other? This should we should do
We're gonna book
something.
I'm
some
on-
shows for you
You're
guys,
doing
so-
it right now. So
Yeah.
this is
On
the
PGA.
anniversary show.
Happy anniversary.
So how did you get involved with these guys?
He knows my sister, and I found out that he was a musician, and I just hit him up on Facebook one day. I was like, "Hey, I hear you know my sister."
Oh wait,
You
hang
wanna
on.
tell that story?
I gotta tell this story. Okay, so her sister Susie and I are good friends, and she messaged me out of nowhere, and said Vanessa Barnett, and I was like, "Man, there's a stupid question." I said, "Oh, you're Susie's sister, aren't you?" She goes, "No, I'm her cousin." Like, and this is the first time I've ever talked to her. It's over text, and I said, "Damn, this bitch." But then I gave her a try, and we were talking, and we became friends, and I met her at Christmas, and she was coming giggling, like she does, and she was actually pretty cool. So yeah.
Is that pretty
Anyway,
accurate laugh?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I think
We love
part of
you.
the reason why we also had her come in is because I was telling Cade was basically trying to like do everything, and he was I felt like he was kind of overextending himself a little bit, you know what I
Understood.
mean? So I was like, man, why don't we get somebody in here that we don't have to concentrate necessarily on like singing and playing the guitar and
Yeah,
all
when
that
you were trying to
stuff.
be the primary vocalist
Yeah.
at that point.
I wasn't really trying to. I just didn't even think about having somebody else, and then when
That's that ego, Holmes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
no,
take it
no,
down
no.
a little
Man, all these
bit,
lead
share the
singers.
stage a little bit, okay?
No, that's why I was like, we were talking about that, and I was like, yeah, you're right, because I think I really love 90s alternative bands, and they have like
Pound it, bro.
they have guys and girls in bands like Sonic Youth, Smashing
yeah,
Pumpkins,
yeah.
and I think that's so appealing
Letters to
see.
Cleo. And
Yeah, and so
Cranberries.
I hit up Susie's sister, Vanessa, and I was like, hey, because she had come and seen Daniel and I play at the House of Blues when she wasn't in the band, and I could tell she wanted to do it, and so like, yeah,
That night.
and so then I was just like, hey, do you want to be in the band? And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah. So, okay, tell us what happened then.
Let's
I
hear the real
actually
story.
don't even remember. I think you just came over to my house one day and we were just screwing around on the keyboard and guitar and like we just clicked. And then one day you asked me to be in a band and I was like, I don't know, because I've got like high key anxiety.
That's right.
And I was
yeah.
like, I don't know. And you were like, no, come to the practice. Like, let's do it. And then that's when we all met. I mean, well, you weren't there, but I
Yeah,
did
you weren't
visit.
there.
Yeah.
You were later.
Sorry.
Get out of here.
You're not
Forget
in this
about you.
conversation.
But
We'll get
yeah,
back to you.
It was really kind of awkward at first, being like,
Because you already lied about your status between cousin and sister.
Yeah. That's a big boundary right there.
The foundation of
We're gonna
lies.
start this with a lie. We'll go from there.
And it's awesome having her too, because like when she sings and he gets to sit back and just play rhythm guitar, like we get to really focus like on the
Right.
music of it.
Exactly.
Because I mean, he's a great rhythm guitar player when he sings, but like when he can just focus on one thing, like we get to step back and really jam out and stuff. You know what I mean?
Totally understood.
And I can move around a little bit more.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
I'm
Unless
not.
you
I'll
get a
have to be-
headset thing, you
Yeah.
know. Be like Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Block the view
But-
of me from not getting any pictures.
Now, see, our goal is to stand in front of the drummer as much as we
You know what? I need to go get you some Pampers because she's sure you bitch about that a lot.
Oh damn! Taylor's about to leave the band, yo.
hey, no,
I like
we don't
to be
need another
part
drummer.
two.
We like him.
No, I'm just.
He's
Honestly,
about to get a new
fucking-
drum set. Leave him alone.
Honestly, I was also trying to push Cade to like, so we can have more, because he was wanting a 3-piece at first. So I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, I'm down for a 3-piece, but man, I was kind of getting a little bit of a hard on for like the look of like the Eagles were having like 7 people, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man,
Kinda
I
in
like
there.
a
So
big
I was like,
band.
man,
Yeah.
I was like, I
Big
kind
band
of
of good
want to.
musicians.
I think like
Like Polyphonic Spree and something.
I think
know, yeah.
there's
So
there's
I was like-
trios out there that can really pull it off. Like, I might get hated for saying this because I know there's Green Day haters out there, but
Green
like
Day's a
Green
great
Day, Rush, what's another trio that's
There's a ton of them.
yeah, there's a
I
ton
was
of them.
about to say freaking, you know.
Green Day's
Jimi
good
Hendrix, you know.
before they went emo and all that. You know?
Man.
But even still, I think is whenever you break them down to the actual playing of the music, I mean, they've got a lot of complicated work. I mean, as far as like even bass playing from Green Day.
Oh,
they've
he's
got-
one of the best
Yeah,
bass
they've got a
players, I
lot
think,
of
yeah.
complicated work that not beginners can just go in there. and
Dude,
play.
their drummer is
So that's
hands
why
are
I-
fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
I was
about to
say,
There's
that's
no
why
denying
I-
how quick his hands are.
Whenever I
Yeah.
started like actually like playing music and paying attention from that perspective, as like as far as individual players and the actual work they put in, man, I mean, it really changes your perspective on a lot of
It
groups.
really does.
Yep.
And Billy Joe Armstrong's almost a percussive like rhythm player, so it's like
Oh,
you
yeah.
have like
Oh, that's all he is. I mean,
Yeah.
he don't bust out no tasty
Yeah, well,
leads.
well, you hear some
Yeah.
people play rhythm where it's just like kind of boring. Like, all right, yeah,
Right.
you have a tempo, but like he actually is tight with the drums and good to go.
You brought up a good point. There was I mean, it was a pivotal moment for me when I was growing up, and I would, I had opinions on bands and things. One of the moments in my life was when I picked up a guitar and I was like, oh shit, I can't do that. You know what I mean? So it does change your perspective. You're like, okay, well, I didn't like this band, but can I do it? The other thing I always kind of did is, I don't know if you guys have siblings or whatever, but there's a perspective to look at it and go, yeah, I may hate that, but if that was my little brother or that was my little sister's band, would I be proud of that? Would I be showing my friends, hey, check out my brother or sister? And you start to find yourself liking shit you had no idea that you'd like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As personally for me as a musician and as a listener, I don't really like the band Volbeat. I don't really know why. But at the same time, like, as far as their music goes, like they're playing, like I can respect, their. Just kidding. I can respect their, like, as individual musicians, but would I go pay money to see the show? Probably not. Right,
I understand.
I mean,
But it gives you there's a difference between loving a band and respecting a band.
Yeah.
Watch everybody drop off right now when I say I'm not a Slayer fan. But it's
What the fuck?
Right.
No,
but,
I'm not.
The views are gonna drop.
Yeah, right. But the deal is
host
for
is
me
gonna drop.
that I respect them to the nth degree. I just respect the shit out of them. You know what I mean?
Pioneers.
It's not my favorite thing I've ever heard, but goddamn, they're badass.
That's
you know
how
what I mean?
that's
So
how I
there's a little
was with.
difference there.
Oh,
That's
I'm
me and
sorry.
Pearl Jam.
Oh my fucking
And I
god.
love Pearl Jam.
He's gonna jump over.
Okay,
the table, can't
it's
he?
fun. It's funny. He told me that one night when we were like hanging out, and I like literally looked at him for like 5 seconds, quiet. Like
All right, we're gonna listen to some fucking
it's
albums.
funny because the songs that I write, there's a lot of Pearl Jam influence in it.
I
And when
respect Pearl Jam so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Love Pearl Jam.
it's just one of those bands to me personally. Like Eddie Vedder is awesome. Like he's one of the best voices of the '90s. But it's just
To me,
it's
I
just
kind of
one
get
my
burnt
things-
out on
Yeah,
it.
I kind of get burnt out. There's a few
Like, I'm
songs I can
jamming
always turn
so
up and jam,
much
but
that,
It's
like,
alright.
but it's not. I'm not one of those like, oh, Pearl Jam, like the best band ever.
I'm sure they're laughing in their $140 million.
Oh, they're way
Right.
they're way better off. Look at this jerk over here.
that's kind of how I was.
Because they're
with,
watching. You know?
Hey Eddie, what's up, bro? Holla.
I ain't gonna
He's like,
lie.
I want to end your
Soups,
music career that hasn't started yet.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Pearl Jam is one of them things. A lot of bands are. It's like they either love them or hate them. Not
I
many
love the
people are
guitar work.
kind of like
Oh, I
Pearl
would say
Jam.
that.
That's how I was with like Pantera when I was younger. Like
So now
now I love Pantera now, but see when I was younger, my mom introduced me to like rock bands like the Eagles, Chicago.
Right.
So I was really
Steely Dan.
yeah. In middle school and stuff, everyone was listening to Pantera and stuff, and
Yeah.
and I tried to get into it, but I couldn't. But it was actually when I started jamming with my friend Steven, he was like, "Hey man, like."
Which is one of our ex-drummers.
He's a great drummer, and he was like, he was like, I want you to listen to this, just give it a chance. And I started listening to it, and I was like, every time I would walk down the street, I'd be like,
What? You're talking to me!
like,
Don't look at me, motherfucker! Look over there!
yeah, my
the shit out of you.
mom would be like, what's your language? Don't talk to me like that. And I was like, my bad.
Respect, mom!
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Suddenly your balls of steel have dropped, and that's metal.
Fuck, mom, you're ruining my flow.
I think it's funny that I grew up on Christian music and now here we are covering a song going "Side with the devil."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I grew up with Christian music too.
So did me and
So did
Aaron
I.
there. That's why he hates Slayer,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
But
And,
I
Back up.
I still appreciate it, just memories
Music,
and
yes.
but man, I do like some Christian rock bands out there, but I mean, not a whole lot, but like,
Love you, Jesus.
Like one thing, that song I always find myself singing is that one that's like, show me all your thoughts on God.
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ, yeah.
I don't
Way
know
back
why,
in the
but I like
90s.
heard that at Taco Bell the other day, and I just heard that
that
freaking
chick,
song
what
stuck
was her
in my
name?
head.
No, that wasn't a chick.
Yeah, it was.
No, not the song he's talking
Oh,
about.
no, Dishwalla.
What if God was Dishwalla?
Yeah,
Wow,
what if God
good
was one of
I
us
would
is the
not-
chick?
Well,
Dishwalla.
there's like
The
some
chick was What if God was one?
Yeah, that's right.
there's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
bands out there that I didn't
Potter,
even know were
whatever.
Christian bands until afterwards, like Flyleaf or like Switchfoot. Like, I didn't know that until
I didn't
after.
know Flyleaf was a religious band. I knew
They
they
are.
became religious, but I didn't know all that stuff.
No, they
I saw
started
that
as a
like
Christian band.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
Same as
Yeah.
Evanescence.
Circle is a Christian band.
Evanescence.
But let me just tell you,
Christian band. Yes, sir.
Wow.
you won't see us in robes singing about Jesus anytime soon.
I mean, we love
Wait,
Jesus,
is it-
but at the same
Don't
time,
knock it
like,
till you tried it,
we'd have
My-
to
most
put
of
our
my
own
playing
spin on it. It
experience was
couldn't
in
be like,
church.
oh,
Right.
praise you know, that kind of song.
Our God is an
Yeah.
awesome God.
Wow.
Mom, if you're watching, I'm not dissing Christian music, so don't
Hey,
be calling me.
We just wish there
Michael
were better
W. Smith
versions
is my
out there.
homie.
Yeah.
And Carmen too. You know, I've been to a Carmen concert.
I know
thought you
every
said
word
Carmen.
to the first two
Like
DC
South
Talk
Park.
albums.
Yeah,
Perfect
I went to a Christian concert, like where they had all these Christian bands with my mom and my stepdad and sisters, and man, I try to get into it, but
You're not
it
into
just-
the fellowship, the communal.
I just feel weird when
Fellowship.
people are going like this all around me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can
want to start a
understand.
band and like dress like Christians, get some buddies out there, and get one of these big arena
Yeah.
shows, and then tear off the clothes and put,
go
red
crazy.
paint.
So,
We are fucking Satan.
funny
Jesus.
story. We played a show out in Springtown, right? And that exact song, that Springtown, Texas, is like BFB, sorry.
Right,
It's way out there.
And
Yeah.
we,
Nobody's
it
ever
was
heard
like
of
an
it,
outside
except
show,
for people
and we
Never
were
heard of it till we
performing
played there.
under this like pavilion. And I told Cannon, I was like, hey, I don't know if I really feel comfortable singing "Take Me Down" by the Pretty Reckless. That's the song that I was just singing, like "Side with the Devil." And he's like, yeah, probably because this is a Christian tabernacle. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
I asked
shit,
the,
yeah.
the person putting it on. I was
Yeah.
like,
And
Witch,
there were like
witch.
little kids.
Burner.
It's like,
Does she float?
Like a lot of those songs, have got innuendos in them too, so it's
when
like.
we, yeah, when we went on to perform, all of the older people left, and like this biker gang came up and sat down, and they were like, damn,
we
they were
liked
vibing
them.
with
It,
it.
Oh, yeah, the
it's
biker guys
funny.
were?
It's funny because like the girl, I don't know. There's a girl there named Whisper Cox who sings country, and she's really good.
What, I'm
yeah,
sorry, what
And
was her
it's-
name?
Whisper
and
Cox.
He's got
it's-
his attention over there.
And it is
Yeah.
so.
She is the best yodeler I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
oh yeah,
And
hands down.
it was
She
so
can yodel
funny
like it's not-
because here we
She threw
are.
it into country
Here
song
we
and
are
it
singing
fucking
"Side
fit.
with the Devil," and she's like yodeling,
Yeah, she was
like
We
it
were
was
definitely
like
the odd man out. of that
Yeah,
show.
It
we
was
were.
super sweet. They were all country bands, and like no disrespect to country or anything, but it was like they were all super like country and stuff, and I don't know how to describe it, but
I mean-
super
Yeah, no, it
sweet. And
was.
she went on before us, so she was like this cute little like petite blonde haired girl, and she was playing guitar yodeling, and then here we come, "Side with the Devil," and call
Yeah,
me
you know,
out.
turning around and shaking that ass.
oh my god.
banging, shaking her
Oh
ass.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
you
like
know
talking
how
about
much I'm trying to
songs like
refrain
sexual
from the
innuendo,
jokes, right? Because we
Yeah,
have an
I-
understanding.
I-
Pour my sugar all over
Twerk,
you.
twerk, twerk, twerk.
And,
Happy work.
unfortunately, like I was just like, I hope she's not watching, but I was like drooling over her the whole time. I was like, whoa, like when she was yodeling, and like then,
I mean,
then,
dude, I
then,
messaged her
then
on
of
Facebook,
course,
she messaged me right back.
then of course, like I mean, of course, a pretty girl like that's gonna have a boyfriend who has a hat and jeans and wears
And a-
boots.
She
didn't tell me
leather
that.
vest.
Yeah, I was
All
like-
you need.
Nah, but I messaged her on Facebook. She messaged me right back.
She went,
Oh
For real.
snap!
So I was like, you know,
want to whisper
put
something
yourself
in my
out
ear.
you want to whisper in my cocks.
Jump in there.
Taylor would like to speak, just so
Speak,
you know.
Taylor.
Taylor
All right,
would like
hold
to
on,
speak.
please.
You only
Taylor
have
will
5
be
speak
speaking.
tickets. Are you sure you
Okay.
want to use one
I'm
now?
gonna use this one now. Everybody has been talking about how they've been involved in music in the past and whatnot. So I actually got with these guys thanks to Daniel. He introduced me to Cade, and then we all practiced one time literally, and they were like, "All right, we got our drummer."
Just like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's
but
been playing the longest
previous
out of everybody.
acts that I've been in, shout out to, first of all, I'd like to shout out to my new wife, officially a week and a day.
Oh, congratulations!
Her name is actually up there. Her name is Ashley. Shout out to you, babe. Love you. And shout out to my new mother-in-law as well. Love you both. Thank y'all for
Absolutely.
watching.
What up, Mom?
Thank y'all for watching.
Congratulations.
But the last act I was in, I've only been in 2 bands. Well, 3, I guess, if you want to count. But the last one I was in, we were called Second Nature. And we had that name because we were a group of 4, and we were basically second nature to our parents, who are also musicians.
Yeah.
We grew up-
Okay. Cool.
They grew up playing in the DFW area, and I was like 6 and 7 going to watch my dad play in bars, and I mean,
Really?
all kinds of
What kind of
stuff.
music do they play?
Just like rock and roll 80s.
Oh,
You
right.
know,
What was the name of their band?
Well, my dad was in quite a few bands.
What was the biggest one? Because people watching might have.
I would
might
say
have to see 'em.
there's one that I guess you could say they're based out of California, but it was by the name of Endangered Species.
Okay.
And then he was also in another band, Dysfunction, and a couple other bands, and they didn't really work out, all that good stuff.
And was he a
But,
drummer too?
No, he actually played bass.
Oh, okay. So
But
I'm surprised he didn't like, hey son, I need you to learn these drums.
Well, that
'cause
was
we need a
Josh, his
dedicated-
older brother.
my brother is actually the one that plays the bass.
Oh, okay.
And I've actually been playing drums since I was 2 years old. So now I'm 24, fixing to be 25. So
Right
I've been
on.
playing for quite a while. It is my inspiration, and
Plus, he was
I've been
drum
inspired from drummers like
He
Neil
was.
Peart and Tommy Lee
Nice.
and Vinnie Paul. I mean, you name them, I've heard them. It's just I've been playing for
Anoop
so
Sastry.
long that
That's it.
you could ask me about a
Plus-
band and I could probably tell you.
And not only that, but you could put a piece of sheet music in front of him, he could fucking hit it.
I used
Oh,
to
you
play
do?
in the band in
He's the
school
drum
and all
captain.
kinds of
Oh,
stuff.
right on.
So
This boy's the
I've
master
had
of
a
the
lot
percussion
of
section.
career in music, and I keep on going. Hopefully, we can keep going with it.
Yeah, man. So what if someone hits you up and is like, man, we're going on tour, we need a solid drummer.
Well, no
Just,
offense to
how
these
much
guys,
are they
but
paying?
that's what
He's like, I got an opening band.
that's what I've always wanted to do is grow up and be a professional musician and be able to tour, even if it's the U.S. It's the U.S. But if we
Yeah.
can tour places like Europe and all those good places, that would be great. Honestly, it would.
Well, if
Basically,
you're
we're-
inspired by all them genres, then you could well be a studio
Yeah, I was about
musician. You
to
can
say,
almost
yeah,
hit up
be
these
a
studios
studio.
and be like, hey, put my number down. Anyone needs a drummer.
I mean,
I-
Not
Jimmy-
only that,
Sorry.
I was just gonna say we need the money because we gotta work day jobs in order to keep our lives going. So
Says the
mean-
guy without a job.
Yeah.
Right, well, you
I
guys
mean-
need a band to be able to pay for that. So,
Jimmy
I mean,
Jimmy Page started out as a studio musician, and then
Wayne Allman too.
yeah, and then they became like became part of two of the best bands ever. So
Right.
I mean, you
so
know,
hit up Civic Rose Booking and get these guys out there on a tour.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's do it.
Civic
we don't need a
Rose?
bus.
Isn't that your
Just need a
booking
trailer
agency,
and a
right?
van.
Civic Rose?
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what it says on your website.
Oh. That needs to be
Might
taken
want
out.
to change that.
See, it's interesting. There's so many people with their websites that have no idea what's on their websites. So let me ask you this. You guys all have a second occupation besides musician listed on your website.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what it is?
yeah.
What's it say?
I'm asking you. Do you
Okay,
guys
so
know what your second-
mine more or
It
less will
says
probably be fire alarms because I've been doing that for almost 2 years.
No,
so.
it's a collective business. It seems like you guys are all general managers. You guys are all listed as general managers. of the
Oh,
team.
that's probably
Yeah.
why. It's probably the
I'm not a manager of anything.
I think the whole idea is that we're like that. Not only we're a band, but we're trying to make it a business as well. So I think that was all tied in with that.
So then don't hit up
Aspect.
Civic Rose. Fuck Civic Rose. Hit up these guys.
So you just hit us personally.
Yeah, slow line.
My number is
Because they're all general managers. They
Yeah,
got
we're
this.
all general.
also general contractors. So you know, if you need any concrete poured or any of that good stuff.
Don't listen to them.
You need a pizza made, I got you.
Yeah.
You need a plumber. I got
Love
you.
pizza.
Said I'm low
If you
voltage.
need-
He's high voltage over there.
If you need a gigolo, no, I'm just
Gigolo.
Matter of fact.
Twerk, that's right.
I think I meant to say juggalo.
no.
Whoop, whoop.
He's a gigolo, like he didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm having a fall sale right now. So
Oh yeah?
yeah.
Fall sale.
We'll talk
So
after
that
this.
means he's
They
tripping
do
and he
summer
can't
sale,
get back
Labor
up.
Day sale. So
It's a fall
You
sale.
guys-
These bitch be tripping.
Hey, you know Life Alert's having a fall sale also.
Oh my god, that was good.
you're a pretty good pitch artist for
Yeah.
not having a job. You know?
I know. I think that's the reason why I got fired is because they don't like the extra.
Oh,
They don't like
Oh,
the
fuck
extra
yeah.
shit that goes along with me.
Got it.
But it's all
I
good.
feel you, bro.
you'll find a home.
I know what I'm doing in fire alarms. The last guy that hired me, so
He's not gonna let this go.
Let's call that motherfucker up. Right now.
I could probably. But
Nah, it's all
he
right.
wouldn't answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asshole.
He'd be like, "I sent you the check already."
So you guys are working on a new album. Isn't this your first album,
Yeah.
correct? And
Yes.
with this
Yes, sir.
lineup and stuff. Now, finding these musicians over the past year or 2 years, they bring in their own flavor and everything. So did it make your songs evolve
Yeah.
in a way? You
it
know,
did.
because you were singing and you guys had your
We
thing going. You throw in some other spices in the goulash and.
yeah, we had
I like that phrase.
like I was telling you earlier, we have this song called Alias, and when I had written it, I was listening to the Nirvana Unplugged album a lot, and it's kind of what I was going for, like a stripped down version of it. But when I showed him and we started recording it, you know, I always want everybody to bring their own thing into it. I don't. So he brought like the guitar part in it, and his guitar playing reminds me of a lot of Dinosaur Jr. That's one of his.
Oh wow.
His heroes, correct?
Yeah,
Hey, real
I
quick.
like J-Max.
And
Nothing on top but a bucket and a mop, and
I wish I knew what the hell you were talking about.
an illustrated book about birds. Man,
Oh.
you weren't listening to no Nirvana Unplugged, you poser.
Yeah.
Oh man, he called you a poser. Like,
I mean, you gotta post it twerk. So, you know.
Anyway,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
One I think is I want to make a point real quick. One thing I think is really interesting is you guys are all in your mid-20s, right? So to listen to that stuff and have it as your influences, you know,
Oh, yeah.
going
Right.
back to the late 70s and these old rock iconic
Oh
bands.
yeah, for
we're
sure.
old
I mean,
souls.
Yeah, it
Even-
seems pretty.
Even some old jazz.
We love stuff like even like like Lead Belly and all that stuff. You know, and all the old classic stuff. You know?
Yeah, man.
Right on.
So-
Wes Montgomery. I don't know if y'all know that.
I was about to say, I mean, Bugs Henderson. He lived right across the street from my uncle and my cousin and stuff. So they
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
grew
he
up
was
all
local.
over there with him
So-
and stuff like that. So.
And I also want to let you guys know that they will be performing for you tonight, live right here at the top of the hour. And
Be
I'm sorry,
awesome.
go ahead.
oh no, it's okay. So, and then when I was playing by myself acoustically, a lot of the songs I write have a lot of Motown inspiration in it. Like, what the hell are you laughing at, Taylor?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at when I said
No.
Motown. I was like,
Y'all
So
Calm
defensive,
down.
I'm
man.
allowed to laugh at
Fans,
anything
I
I,
know,
want
I
to.
know.
You about to
So-
see some Cadence Hulk
Remember-
rage go
remember-
on?
so
I'm the elder one in this whole
we,
group, okay?
we have a song called Sugar, and when he started playing it with us, he added a lot of cool effects to it to where it made it a lot more like what would you call it? Like
I think more
a little
advanced than that.
psychedelic, a little bit in some
yeah?
parts. But go ahead, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think, well, also what I was gonna say is like having 5 heads, I mean, thinking together.
Yeah.
I think that kind of brings a lot of different aspects, but also at the same time, like you have 5 different people playing, different
Yeah,
things.
it's
So
a-
I think it really expands the sound.
It does, and
like, a lot more than we could have done with just 3 people.
it kind of makes it two things. It makes it easier on me, so I'm not stressing out what part should be what, and also too, it just makes it more fun when you're just working with other people. And because whenever I would try to get a band together, I wouldn't really be like, you have to play blues or rock or whatever. I would always just want to see what sound came out of it. So when I started playing with these guys, I was like, wow, this is badass.
It
It's
helps out a
crazy
lot too
'cause-
when you have like there's been plenty of times like we'll tell each other, say if he's too loud or if I'm too loud. It's not a weird thing to be like, hey Kanan, you're playing guitar too loud, can you turn down a little bit? Or like, hey, can you
Oh, yeah.
back off on your drums? 'Cause I've been in some bands where like, hey man, your drums are a little too loud. Like, oh screw you. Yeah.
Turn up then,
You get a
motherfucker.
drumstick.
You got a
like,
volume
flying at
knob,
you,
asshole.
Yeah.
Turn down for
See,
what?
Or your vocals are too loud.
I
It's like,
would, I would be like that, but no.
About
These
to
guys
say,
are usually louder than me, so
No,
I'm
same.
telling them to turn.
You
down.
can ask this guy right here. We used to play guitar with a dude, and it'd be
Oh,
like, "Hey,
God.
dude, can you turn down a little bit?" Yeah. And it's just same. I'm like, "Did you
Then he would
turn
turn
down
up.
anything?"
Turn down and turn back up.
That's
Yeah.
That's
that's
that passive aggressive thing you get,
Yeah,
where
that-
one guitar
yeah.
turns up a little bit, the other one goes over there and turns up.
I was just gonna say that certain dude, we gotta thank him for getting us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, okay,
Shout
so-
out to Colton Hamilton. Thanks for putting me and Daniel together with these guys.
I was about to say you didn't have to give.
You
him
didn't
a
get all the
spotlight,
you didn't get all the credit, but
You started to say something a minute ago and interject. What happened to that?
Oh,
my
I was
bad,
just
I'm sorry.
saying, yeah, Cannon.
Yeah, I'm
just kidding.
Stupid ginger.
Know your role, Conan.
I was just gonna say, like, it's crazy because, like, when Kate and I write, like, I feel like I bring more of like a pop, not pop, yeah, pop,
I mean, you got purple
I'd
hair,
say
so-
I'd say alternative, more of kind of an
alternative pop
alternative.
kind of vibe
Yeah.
to it. Like, there is this one song that I just showed them, and you'll hear it later. And it's got more of like, I guess, like an R&B kind of beat and
It's like
sound
Britney
to it,
Spears
and it's
meets Led
completely
Zeppelin.
different from a lot of the stuff that we've done. And I showed it to them, and like, it's cool that we can be like, Kate and I, like when we write songs, or Cannon or Taylor don't write songs. Daniel.
I just bring the
Beats, man.
I bring the
Back
beats to the song.
Yeah, it's just cool that like if we have an idea in our head, we could just bring it up and be like, hey, like this is how I want it to sound, and like nobody's gonna get offended, nobody's gonna cry, no one's gonna be like, oh my god.
Well, I mean, one thing that I want to do in this band, I really don't want to just stick to like one genre. I'm not saying we'll go to like screamo or like anything like that.
I
Can't
just
do
figure
that.
trying any kind of
No.
music out. while
Yeah,
we're playing,
because
you know?
I mean,
Just make it
That's
our
what.
own.
Okay. Don't take this wrong. Okay, Led Zeppelin are amazing musicians, but the reason I love Led Zeppelin is because they experimented with all different styles
Oh
of
yeah,
music.
they
It's
have a country
same
song,
thing,
a
yeah.
blues song, you know, hot
My-
dog.
yes, that's one of my.
Rockabilly song.
Everyone disses on that song. I, love
used to
that
diss it
song.
when he showed me that song. I used to diss it. I was like, man, I don't like this.
And-
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
clothes on you,
it goes
though.
back to
It
that
sinks its
thing
fucking
about
hot
how
dog
if you can
claws
play
into
that
you.
Hot
motherfucker,
dog
then,
claws.
you know, because once you actually get down,
I mean, because I just hear, I just hear, oh my gosh, here I go. I'm gonna sound like
And Green
Liam
Day had that
Gallagher
country
here.
song, too.
I'm gonna sound like Liam Gallagher here,
Who's that?
but I hear. Should I do it in my accent?
Yeah,
You
sure.
know,
Do it.
Him out.
He doesn't.
you know, I don't. I just hear a lot of bands play the same shit over and over, and it gets tiring. You know, it's like bloody hell. What the hell? No, anyway, but I do. It's just some
You're like
bands
Russell Brand there. or something.
that okay.
I think if you had a
Yeah.
black wig on,
Hey,
you'd be
he
like
doesn't
Russell
have an
Brand.
accent, it's
He would kind of look
But
like.
what I'm basically saying is I'm not dissing anybody. I just noticed that there's a lot of bands that kind of have the same sound, you know.
Right.
And I just really want to get away from that and be able to be like, okay, well maybe if we have fans, they don't like this song of ours, but maybe they'll like this song.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
what I
like,
was gonna
Like something.
It's like we don't.
Yeah.
I can't. I have such a hard time trying to put our genre into words because I'm like rock, original rock. I mean, you just come and find out. But
People ask
that's the
us,
thing I
they're
like
like,
about it
that's
is
a-
because
What's your genre?
You know,
What to say.
That's a
not
good
only-
blanket genre, you know, just rock.
But
you
not
know,
only
it's
are
cool.
we like creating like a certain type of song to fit a certain type of group, but like we're experimenting with all different types of stuff, so that way we can kind of not only fit in to see what we like and maybe what we want to stick with or whatever, just try out, but also to get other people like, well, I didn't really like that song from that album, but I heard this song, and so
Yeah.
maybe it's kind of changing my
Because-
mind about it.
I mean, there's like Beatles songs and Led Zeppelin songs that I like more than others,
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
So y'all are
I
kind of
just
going
got
into
a
like
mandolin,
collective
too,
soul
so-
day, where you're doing,
Yeah.
you're doing your own thing, but then they have songs with like heavy,
Yeah.
or gel that just
Yeah,
have that
exactly.
heavier vibe, or then you've
Right.
got the stuff where they're using violins and
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say, I just got a mandolin, so
Like-
Yeah, there you
trying
go.
to see
Like
what
her
it
Hey,
is.
Jessica,
song-
can you close that window?
Like her song, "Snakes Don't Hiss."
Yeah, I kept
We're
saying that
kind of
there.
wanting to put some violins in there, you know, like just.
That sounds so dope. I'm excited
I
about
used to
it.
play
Too bad.
viola. I don't have one anymore.
Oh.
I was gonna
Thank you.
say,
If I can
bro,
find one.
hit me up. Like, let's work on
Thank you,
it.
Mike.
Violin player.
Yeah, your friend
get a
Lauren
hold
up there
of
said
one, I
yes,
would.
girl. That's
What?
for you. I said our friend Lauren up there said yes, girl.
So let's talk shows. How many shows you guys have under your belt in these 2 years or year with this lineup?
I think at least 20.
20?
As
You
far
guys
as
get out
shows that
there?
are small
We try
time to
to.
big time, I think 20 total.
We got some lined up
So-
too. So.
Cool. Have you done any like regional touring or anything
No,
like that?
no, not yet.
You ain't gone to
Yeah.
Beaumont?
No, not going to
Houston?
Beaumont yet.
We're basically trying to get enough songs that we
Mhm.
feel like we fill up enough time for somebody to be able to pay
Yeah,
us reasonably
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, we're
And
trying to
when you're
like.
traveling like that, it's best to have your album out too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, for
Right.
sure,
And
for
give
sure.
me a notice so I can let my
And
job know.
Not only that, but like we're
Quit.
we're trying to get some merch and all that stuff, kind of going and getting our I guess notches on the belt for like shirts and maybe trying to get stickers and like his wife
Yeah,
makes like
because-
cups
You gonna be
and
able
all
to do
kinds
that
of
before the
stuff.
Denton Blues Festival on the 21st? Since you're playing that.
Yeah,
We
my
might be
boy
able
here
to.
does
We-
his
we-
research.
We've
so.
got shirts and stuff like that, but we're just trying to get the money together to expand all kinds of stuff like bumper stickers
Yeah,
and like all
'cause-
kinds of
So
hats.
speaking of that, really quickly, just something that I noticed, and I don't know who created the event because it's not just your event; it's the whole Denton Blues Festival.
Yeah.
But there is no venue on that event. So what
Really?
venue is that at?
It's
That's
on
important to
McKinney
know.
Street. It's like 321 McKinney Street in Denton.
What's it called?
The event.
The venue.
The venue.
Yeah,
It's not-
I
it's
think it's
outside.
I think it's
Oh,
out
it's
there in the
outside.
square.
Maybe
So
Yeah.
that's why. So if you guys are
Yeah,
trying to
it's
look up
outside.
this festival and you're trying to figure out what it is, go to that address. There's an address with an icon that just shows the city capital. But go ahead and click on that and it'll give you the address so that you know where to go to see these guys, and they're on at noon that day.
Yes. That day. The festival starts at 10, so there's gonna be a lot of good bands.
So get there at
Perform for
10
the day
because
drinkers.
that way you're
Oh,
there
yeah.
in time to see
Yeah.
all the bands, but you'll see
Yeah.
them at noon.
I appreciate
And
you
what
bringing that
day
up,
is
man.
that?
That is on September 21st.
Yeah, that's
nice.
kinda
So
right around the
Saturday.
corner.
The weather should be cooled down
Right
a little
around
bit
the
by
Beautiful.
And then
Yeah.
that following weekend, we're playing at
We have-
Wrigley Lounge.
Yeah, on
Ridgely.
Friday the
Ridgely,
27th.
I'm sorry.
Ridgely Lounge.
then. I say.
I always say
Yeah,
Wrigley
I'm,
too.
I'm bad at
I
words,
was
don't
reading
worry.
that they had a banner when we were in there, and I apologize. I mean, no disrespect, but we were reading it when I was in there, and I was like, Ridgely.
Wrigley.
Ridgely.
Ridgely.
Historical place for all musicians in DFW, so it's
Yeah.
really good to know
Yeah.
it's Ridgely. It's Ridgely.
It's Ridgely.
Fragile.
Also, FYI, for
Fragile,
folks
right.
watching, my
Must be
birthday's
Italian.
September 11th. That's mainly for my parents to remember. So, you know,
You gotta remind your
birthday
parents
presents.
when your birthday is?
I gotta remind myself so they can remind me on the day.
Oh, okay.
I love the way you guys advertise that you guys are going to be in the area. Like, you guys, most people are going to put things like, we're, Slovine coming to the Denton, coming to a place near you or whatever. Y'all just put Slovine coming near you. That was awesome. I was
Wherever
like, that's
you're
my
at.
favorite,
What we
headline.
try to do with our social media is we don't want to take ourselves too
Yeah,
seriously.
try to keep it personal,
Like,
It's a sticky situation if you're going to be coming near people on a regular basis.
Yeah,
It's
like-
you may as well put an
Well,
advertisement
'cause
out there
we-
and let 'em know.
I
Because
love this guy right here.
What the mistake I made with my old band, because I did the social media, was I would just put when we were playing shows. I wouldn't put anything else about the band. And people kind of want to know about you. And if you're just putting shows, like, people don't really know you as a band, so they might really not
We
give
kind of
a
like the
shit,
behind the
you know?
scenes aspect. of
Yeah,
things.
so every now and then just be like, hey, here's a video of Kate getting shit-faced.
Or
That was a funny
do
What
some
do y'all
crazy
was trying
shit.
the mandolin on one of your videos
That was
for the
amazing.
first time. That was
yeah,
cool.
I was trying
Wow.
to mess around. That was his mandolin, actually.
Plus, they got that for $70. Thanks, America Pond.
Shout
know
out.
if there's a
Thanks,
video.
Mom.
Yeah, really that. Yeah, Angela, thanks. Love
Thanks,
ya.
We
Angela.
just try to keep it personal because sometimes you'll go to bands' pages and, like he said, it'll either just be shows or it's all music stuff, which I know like a band is all about the music.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we're 5 people too. Like we want to show y'all our
Yeah,
personalities.
I think-
you guys
Understood.
said it right there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's in a one sentence a review on what your band was about. You guys said in one sentence, you said we're out there trying to spread music and build some friendships.
For real,
And
man.
Yeah.
friendships are kind of what you're saying. That's a testament
Because
to
you
it.
could be a badass band, but if you're not personable with and friends with people, ain't nobody gonna give a shit. That's just the truth.
And me, when
Yeah,
I go to
you better
shows,
be
I
writing
like-
some fucking top
Yeah.
hit
Yeah,
I was
shit,
about to
you know,
say.
if you're gonna be like that.
And when I go to a show, I think it's kind of, especially a local band, like it's kind of cool sometimes to like talk to musicians afterwards. I mean, I'm not saying like get right up on them while they're trying to tear their gear down,
Right.
but like after it's all done, like buy them a beer or something. Like one of my favorite parts about shows, even if we play to 10 people, just like go out and say
Yeah.
hi. You know what I mean?
And the thing, I think also a big part of it for me was like, you look up guys like Robert Johnson, and you kind of wonder what their day-to-day life is, and there's no way to figure that out because there's just nothing about them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
And so
Never thought about it like that.
I think that was kind of my whole aspect of like trying to, get our personal lives out there. Not necessarily like, hey, here's my number and here's where I live. This is
Yeah.
my schedule for every day, but mainly like, hey man, I like this movie, freaking. Or
feel
whatever, or
closer
like,
to the
hey, this is
musicians.
actually one of
I
my
mean,
favorite bands.
we
or this is
did-
a song that's been stuck in my head for a couple days.
We
or
did a
something.
post. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We did a post on Instagram where him and I went to Cavender's, and remember
I just
he-
got some new boots and
Yeah.
new shirt and new
What's
hair.
up? Going to Old Town Road, are you?
and we were walking into El Phoenix, and I recorded it because he was like so happy. He's like, "What did you say?" You're
I
like,
couldn't remember what
He
the hell it was, but it was like new boots.
$500 rain band.
"Motherfucker." That's what he
Fuck
said.
you mean,
Yeah,
bitch.
fuck you mean, bitch.
That
Yeah.
life is good.
It was $400 Ray Bans.
Sorry.
They're actually like $380.
But I mean, that,
But
you know,
Who's counting?
Some change.
who's counting when you lose
I
all
think
your money on dumb
being
shit
in a
anyway?
band, especially nowadays, you got to really almost be more than a band. Like, I mean, there's more than just playing music. You got to do the merchandise. You got to do the social
Right.
media. You know.
We're trying to be self-made too, so it's like
course.
trying to do it all.
Plus,
It's
like,
a- it's
But you got 5 people to
Yeah.
delegate them
Yeah.
tasks to,
And I was
so
gonna
it's
say,
gonna be a
like-
lot harder with 3.
whenever me and Taylor used to be in a band, just a 3-piece, I mean, we played 4 hours of music because it was mainly like just blues covers and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And so we didn't really get the aspect of actually making ourselves like a brand name, and actually getting ourselves out there as like a business. And I think, that's also part of the reason why I think the whole day-to-day thing, because it's like nobody really tells you that, hey, you've got to make yourself a business basically. You got to make
Yeah.
your name a brand name, a
Right,
household name. And so I think that's also a big thing about it because, whenever
Part
you
of
get
that is
out
being
there,
personable.
For
yeah,
sure, 100%.
whenever you get out there and you're just freaking trying to put your neck on the line but don't really know what you're doing, then your head's gonna get chopped off almost every time.
And that's just it just comes with learning. I mean,
Yeah.
it's okay. If there's a band starting out, they don't know what they're doing. That's okay.
Got a wrong looking company.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, those booking companies that you gotta pay to play, fuck you. Like,
Yeah,
I
we hate
hate.
those guys.
Damn.
Yeah, because they're
Salty.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm kidding. I fucking
because
They're
I've been
ridiculous.
dealing with them
fucking
like
con artists and
I've been
piece of
dealing
shit
with
bitch
them
motherfucker.
since my first band, and you know, starting out you're kind of naive, you don't know, but
Yeah,
then
just
like
signing
There are good
contract.
ones out there. I'll just
Oh,
go
I haven't
ahead
seen
and
any.
say
Oh,
that.
okay.
There's good ones
Okay,
out there.
well, the shitty ones then I let's
guys
put
that
it
don't
that
know what
way.
they're
There's
doing.
shitty versions of everything that comes with the
Yeah,
music
I bet
industry.
there are good ones out there, but some of the ones we've dealt with, it's just like really you
Take
think
over
that's gonna-
booking.
We're paying you this amount of money for what?
Right.
I came from a band in Waco. Like if we were gonna book somewhere, it's like, hey, we're like either this is how much we cost, you're gonna pay us, or we're not gonna play. So when I came down here and they're like, oh yeah, you have to get this, and they have to sell a certain amount of tickets. If you don't,
Right.
you don't make any money. I'm sitting there like, oh, you
And
don't
then-
just say like, hey, we're this much money.
And then let me add this onto that. Whenever we do sell all those tickets, oh, here's $15 for 5 guys.
And then they'll come
Like-
up with some excuse with,
Yeah.
well, actually, in the contract it said this,
No,
we were
no.
signing a contract,
Like,
but
you know
nice
the
try.
part.
or whatever.
Yep, that's the nature of the beast, guys.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a
It's,
pain in the
it's,
ass.
it's a hard.
And
That's
I mean,
the part where people say you got to pay your dues because
Oh,
you got to
no,
go
you're
through
That-
all
I mean, yeah.
shit first.
I understand that
Pam,
completely,
they know they're
but,
paying us $200.
Right, right.
but
Do
at
we need
some
to bust that
point,
contract out?
at some point, you just gotta be like, that's enough.
Is
like,
there other
yeah.
ways we can pay?
Oh no, you offering, huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and say absolutely. We'll just
It
That's those sticky situations we
Slow
were talking
vine.
about
He's a
before.
gigolo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
yeah.
for the females.
Other way.
The juggalo gigolo. So.
Right.
So where did slow vine even come from? You come up with
No.
that name?
No, let me do it.
I'm the
You're
one. I'm the
fucked
one who
by a
said
slow
it.
vine.
So
let
I.
me,
Let
tell
her
them. Yes, let me do it.
All right.
Yeah, you talked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk too much, man.
Share the stage,
Yep.
Mr. Three Piece.
I'm talked one time.
Oh,
You gotta
everyone,
speak up.
everyone's gonna think I'm an asshole now.
No.
You are, but it's all good. At least you don't
We
stay
banter
ass.
You are.
back and forth like this
Biggest
all the
asshole
time.
I've
It's
ever
nothing new.
Your teeth.
So,
big pussy.
the name actually came from. So he's got this song called Sugar, right? It's my favorite song that he does. One of them. He knows a lot of great ones. Anyway, and we were at practice one day. It was like the second or third practice that we'd ever had, period. And he's singing along, and I guess he had to laugh or something. And the lyrics go, "I'm gonna pour my lovin' all over you," but he goes, "I'm gonna pour my lovin' all over you." And so for a
Slovin.
while, it was
Yeah.
Slovin.
Because I was like,
Oh, wow.
S-L-O-V-I-N.
because we were trying to find band names that didn't have anybody else taking them. Like, we were going to call ourselves, like, Sherry for a while, and somebody was like, no, there's, like, 6 bands in Dallas alone that were called that. So I was like, and then I was like, you know what, well, it'd be kind of a cool, weird name. We just called ourselves Slovin. And so it was Slovin for a while, and everybody was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like it's Russian or something like Slavic.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You
then I
get
was like,
flagged
well,
on Facebook.
I was like, well, what if we just called it Slovine and left like the spelling the same, and that way only our real fans
That's
know how to
interesting.
say it. And then eventually we just got to we'll just
Yeah.
fucking spell it the way it's spelled,
So
Slovine. That'd be
it
easy.
blossomed into a beautiful.
It was way too hard to explain.
And it
Yeah.
can still
I
be
love you,
blossoming.
kid.
Hell, who knows
could be,
what
yeah.
next year's gonna hold for us.
Yeah.
And it really did become really cool and like really great for us because now like I consider our fans like our Vine. So follow
Oh,
us,
okay.
be
Yeah.
part of our Vine.
We're hoping that
She's-
that speeds up and it
I
won't be a
got.
slow vine.
She came up. She
We're
came
trying
up
to
with
become
that.
very slow.
Fast
That's
Vine
pretty.
now.
Fast vines.
Then really
Fast
fast
Speedy
vine.
fucking vine.
Speedy
Or
Vine.
tour vine.
Hey,
No
don't
shit.
give us any ideas. It took us a
You're
long time
fucked
to
by
get
a
this
slow
thing.
vine.
Tour Vine.
Tour vine. That's awesome.
Album Vine first.
It's always cool to see like how people get their names and stuff. So that one is pretty unique.
It was definitely. I remember my dad called and he's like, "Are you in like a Russian metal band?" And I was
What
like,
is-
"What?" And he's like, "Yeah, Slavin. What is that?" He's like, "I didn't know you played metal."
I
And was
should-
Like, I don't know how.
You
but-
think your comrades on the back of the fucking?
Yeah, Vladimir Putin. He's a big fan of us. I like to listen
Hey,
to
Vlad.
Slavin.
We're gonna be touring Munich coming whenever
That's
you
right.
want to hire us, buddy. So hey, we'll ride freaking bare chested on the back of bears. And all that shit. Hell.
Right? And Trump can come
All
to the
y'all?
show too.
'Cause, you know.
I absolutely love Slovine.
Hey, if we're getting
You're
Trump to
just-
pay, that would be awesome.
Oh, shout
Donald,
out to Whitney.
we love you, buddy.
That's my
Donnie,
girl.
bring us out.
What up, Whitney?
Pay us
Yeah,
$100 a piece.
Whitney.
Still love you, Cadence.
Thank you, Whitney. Don't tell him Mason.
Where's Mason?
Yeah. Mason's Facebook's turned off, I think, because I couldn't find him nowhere.
I love you, Lindsay.
So what's the name of this album? you got coming out?
Self-titled.
Yeah, it's
Slubbin'?
It's gonna be on January 4th. Yeah, Slubbin'.
There should be
Slubbin'.
Slubbin'.
They
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
some slovin out here.
they had this idea
Give us some slubbin'.
Smear my
to call
slug.
it
Y'all give us some slubbing.
to call it with this something with the EP
Oh, no,
phone
yeah,
home.
EP
EP phone home.
Because
Phone
here's
home.
what my idea
Sick
was.
references, bro.
Out there in like Blackland, down 276, you know, you got the alien house, the alien ship house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
That
we're
old
talking,
rusty one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they actually repainted it and
Yeah,
all
they
that
painted
stuff.
it
So they got it
Looks
looking
nice.
nice and orange. Yeah,
That's
right.
rusty.
Doesn't have the graffiti
But
all over.
I think it was the
anymore.
owners or whatever. They freaking came and repainted. I know I was wanting to do graffiti and like you
They
know,
must have got an Instagram account.
spray paint our freaking name on there or whatever.
Hashtag
But,
this shit.
but anyways, I was like, you know, we get a picture in front of that for the EP. That'd be cool, you know, to call it EP phone home.
Definitely.
You know, so
That's pretty cool,
I
man.
think
I'm
it
still
is.
Have
kinda-
confirmation. We
Well,
gotta do it.
I
now.
think
Yeah.
it is a unique name, but not for like a first.
well, now I figure we'll ponder on that
And
more.
what you
Oh,
makes
the
it even
king
better.
upon his tower is laying down his authority.
I
No,
think-
no, he's not on the
Yeah.
first album, y'all.
It's gonna be the third EP that we call.
The problem is you got to do it now and fast before, because you done
Now
put
you
the
just
idea out
announced
there.
it. Someone else is
You
gonna
have everyone
But
else
what
set
makes
up.
it even better
Nah,
is
we
the
gotta
fact
record
that
it
all
now,
of
so
the
nice
Area
try.
51 stuff going on right now, and we're like, let's release it. I was like, let's release it, like, right when Area 51, everyone's supposed to, like,
That is the
storm Area
21st.
51.
That's-
and
that's
we
September
keep
They came out of there
going.
when they storm it. They come out of
Well,
there with
Start
a
with that
jack load of
EP.
your albums.
Yeah, like on freaking.
Y'all could do like
The
you
hell
know,
was that
Photoshop all the people in the army fatigues and stuff
I'd-
running out of there.
What the hell is that movie with
I told
freaking
Vin-
badass cars or whatever?
Fast and the Furious.
No,
Transformers.
where it's like an
and
apocalypse
Furious.
or whatever.
That's everybody's first thought.
I
All.
can't remember what the hell that
I
movie's
told
called.
Vanessa-
The cars,
What
the
is it?
wheels.
It's like apocalypse and these motherfuckers are driving.
Mad Max?
Yes,
Fury
and they got that big ass truck with the speakers in the back and the
And the
dude's
guy-
playing
Oh,
the
yeah,
guitar.
Yeah.
There you go.
I told Vanessa, I said, if we're doing that, you got to go up on stage and dress up as E ET.
I'll dress up as an alien. I won't dress up as ET.
I don't think we
because
should go
already
that
look
far.
kinda like gross.
I just think we need to do like a little bit of makeup, like green or something, you know, make it cool.
I said
Wait,
they should
wait,
dress
wait!
up.
I just wanna go over the way that just progressed. You guys said dress up like ET. She said I don't want to dress like ET because that's a little bit gross. You're like, you just need a little bit
No,
of
I
makeup.
said no.
That's exactly what just happened.
I will jump up this
I mean, you do, you just-
I will throw hands.
I will-
Just put a little green out.
Yeah,
there,
she
We all
can.
pick on each other.
She can
It's
hit
okay.
like a man, apparently.
Anyway, in case y'all missed that was pretty funny.
But yeah, if you roll with that extraterrestrial motif, man, you're gonna have a whole different fan base
Yeah.
that
It'll be out of this world.
perceives Slowbine as some kind of a crazy.
That's
you know,
kind of like for the first album. Just want to, in that aspect, just want to kind of keep it neutral in that way. Just kind of like, hey, here's who we are, and then
Yeah.
after that, it's like, hey, this is kind of what we are now.
start
we're gonna
doing
have some fun.
concept
Yeah.
albums.
That's
you know?
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fun stuff.
exactly. Because he's a really prolific writer. He writes a lot, so it's kind of like we have the material to get it out there.
Very cool. How many songs you guys gonna be playing tonight?
That's 6.
6.
Right
how much
on.
time will that cover?
About how much time you want it to cover?
I mean, what are you gonna do? Play extended versions?
It's the
30 minutes for each song, you know. Nothing
All right,
big.
drop it.
the extended play version.
No, right at about 45 minutes.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I just wondering when we'll cut to break and get everything set up for you guys. We
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
few more minutes, so let's talk about just to recap your upcoming shows
Yeah, so we have
and your album. You have the set for January.
January
January
4th.
First
I'll
week
be
of
on the
January.
lookout.
Yeah.
We actually
Happy
planned
birthday,
that. I don't want to take all the credit, but we all did.
He's
we
like,
all
oh,
got.
I planned this.
We all got
Enough about me.
together,
What
and
do you think about
I
that?
threw out the ideal of, hey guys, let's bring in the new year with a new album,
Yeah.
and it'll be our
Yeah.
first album.
I'm
I mean,
sick
we
that
gotta-
day.
it's only going to be 4 days into the year, but I feel like it'll be, it's 2020. It'll be a good start to the year, and
Absolutely.
then we can spend all year getting
Promoting
everything else
shows.
and promoting and
Releasing
playing
singles.
here, playing there.
I ain't gonna lie, like we've been having a little bit of a problem with deadlines, just kind of thinking, well, we can get it out in a couple months instead of actually having like a set deadline,
Yeah.
and so
Now
we
it's
kind of
set.
dragged ass a lot of stuff. So now that we're kind of getting that concept of like, no, we got to make sure that we get, set a deadline and then make sure that we follow by that deadline and then
You gotta
have
go.
everything,
You
know,
almost
that
want
way.
to set a pre-deadline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
Exactly.
Because you never know what's going to happen as far as
Right.
distributing,
Yeah.
printing the CDs.
Yeah.
Even though you might have January 4th,
Yeah.
and you don't have any CDs for your release party or
Exactly,
something.
yeah,
I
exactly.
hear about that all the time. So
We're trying to, we're doing everything ourselves. Like even the recording, like we're just buying our own equipment and just doing it track by track.
Yeah.
Just trying to. It's
Basically
time consuming.
Jimmy Page
but,
in it out here.
And how many tracks are on the album?
On this one, there's going to be. Did we decide on 5? Yeah, we decided on 5.
Okay.
There's going to be 5 on this EP, and then hopefully a soft release date is by the end of next year, December of next year, we'll have the album out. And along with that, release some singles, and then within the next few months, we should have a couple singles released as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then we have shows the 21st at Blues Fest, and then 27th at Wrigley Room, and then we have
October
Ridgely,
26th.
man. They're gonna get me.
The Ridgely. It's
Ridgely.
going to be on the 27th. The
Yeah,
Ridgely.
27th at 7 with the Wild Frontiers.
Yeah. 7
Okay.
p.m. It's on a Friday night, so there's no excuse for people not to come out.
Just to
Yeah.
make sure, because
Ridgely.
actually I've heard both now. So is it Ridgely Room or Ridgely Lounge?
It's I thought it was the Ridgely at Theater.
Ridgely
They have
Theater
like
costs
$1,700
if you
to
go-
book.
if you look at
Oh, well, never
If
mind.
you go look at the event, it's Ridgely Lounge.
Lounge. Okay,
Ridgely
so there's-
Lounge. And
there's
you can
3
get tickets from them.
There's 3 different venues within the same venue.
The Room, Lounge, and Theater.
I
Right?
thought there
Yes,
was only
so,
2, man.
No, there's 3. So the lounge is at the end. It's got its own bar. It's a really cool little intimate setup.
Yeah.
It's
Basically like
maybe
a foundation
double
room.
the size of this room in here, and so you get a good chance to really be close to the
Yeah.
musicians and really
It's basically
you know,
like
feel
a-
one-on-one with what they're doing musically. So it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of like
gonna be
the
a lot of fun.
foundation room or whatever, like a House of Blues. Their upper
Kind of.
Yeah.
area.
It's not an upper area anymore. You were correct. They did used
Yeah.
to have that as Ridgely Theater's setup, but now no, it's 3 different rooms on the same level, and they're just down the hall from each other. And
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
played at the Ridgely Room once, but not
Okay.
the Lounge. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to the Wild Frontiers for playing this show with us. If everyone's who's watching, go check them out.
Yeah,
They're
a
pretty
band.
good.
They're a great band.
Yeah, very.
they'll be at their
very
shows.
tight.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna be, they're
So that-
starting at 7. They'll play about an hour and a half, and then we'll have us. We'll go on around 8:30 ish, and then just finish it out.
They have
Right on.
a song called "Drive," a music video on YouTube. That's a really good song. Go check them out. Check out their Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, that
Also-
way you know exactly what the full show will be. You know,
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
you're getting into when
Yeah,
you get out
for
there,
sure.
and what a good time it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But also keep posted because we are gonna try to put stuff like actual like full songs on like we're trying to Spotify and
Yeah, we're
iHeart
getting there.
and all that stuff or
Mhm.
iTunes, not iHeart, but I
iTunes,
mean
yeah. Got it.
I guess maybe it could make it
No,
to
man,
iHeart
eventually it'll
eventually.
get to iHeart. Don't push it
Yeah.
hard enough.
Keep trying.
Don Davis, hey buddy, if you're watching.
Right. Hey, listen, Sasquatch.
Yeah, no kidding.
But you guys can
Bigfoot.
get it on, loud and local first thing. You know. what
Yeah,
I mean?
I know.
So,
Yeah.
And hey, Russ Martin, we do know how to play La Bamba, buddy. So
Don't say that.
he's gonna get jealous.
he ain't jealous. He got his own freaking studio in his house now.
Right. Lucky bastard.
I know.
Well, very cool. We're going to get you guys set up to play some of these songs.
All right,
Awesome.
sounds
Gonna
good.
be awesome.
Y'all stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Appreciate you guys
Amen.
watching. We love all of you,
I
even
want
if
to
we
thank
never met you.
thank all you guys that came out to the Pullgetter 3 event a week or so ago. Is it over a week? Was it a couple
Last
weeks?
Saturday.
Last Saturday?
2 Saturdays ago.
2 weeks ago. Thanks for coming out. I'm just now getting some footage done and edited, so we're gonna watch a couple of videos from Belvis that came up on stage and
Hell yeah.
performed a couple
Nice.
of songs that he wrote with Dimebag Darrell, Rex, and Vince. Do that, and then you had an announcement you made whenever you played the Halton Metal Fest or whatever. I think it was saying goodbye to your bass player. We're gonna play that. You still
Saying
gonna
goodbye to
play
my
that?
bass player and introducing new members,
Okay.
and we are definitely looking for another bass player. I'll wait on it, but we also got another announcement. V&V's got a show coming up, and it's a national show. We'll worry about that at a later time.
Oh, okay.
Slapping the bass, man.
So, but
We'll
you are
wait till
still
the end of the show for that.
you are still looking for a bass player.
Are still looking for a bass player, but yeah, we'll worry about that at the end of the show. Let's get these guys ready to kick it off, man. I'm
All
excited.
right.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Stick around and check out these videos. We'll be right back.
We love you all.
Slovine. Slavin.
Not-
Slavin.
gentlemen, Belvis has entered the building.
Thank you very much. We do want to say, all you coming out to the PGA, the first thing we're going to do is called Get Raw. Bust it out, give it to us. All right, man, this next song we're going to do was written by me and my brother Greg, Bigfoot Wallace Curve, who has ascended into heaven since this. It wouldn't be the song that it is without him. We got to record this with Pantera while they were recording Cowboy from Hell to Kill the Time. It was a secret track on the album until the record company found out about it, but I did get to perform it with them. Every time that I showed up was pretty much everywhere they played. So I hope y'all enjoy this. This is only the second time we've done it. Once after Daryl passed away, and now once that Vince has passed away. EKG. Popular in high school. All I did in high school was bang. Wu-Tang! Do want to thank everybody coming out to the PGA tonight.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, you guys? We're Slovine, and oh yeah, sorry, microphone. And we're about to rock it out here in Hearst tonight. It's called Dialos.
Call me up and I will be your lover. Call me up and I will be your friend. Call me up and tell me your desires. Babe, I'll be your daydream for hire. Pocketbook, where love lasts forever. One more night, we can let this end. Hotel rooms, lay in bed together. Let me be your burning scarlet letter. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. What you like? Let's play undercover. My name's whatever, and we can play pretend. Dress me up, so much to discover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover. Call me up, and I will be your lover.
Alright, this one is the original that got us all together. Woo! sugar, I got some love for you. Yeah, baby, every answer is true. Well, sweet baby, if you don't rise, oh, so baby, let me hold you tight. Oh, so I'm gonna pour my loving all over you. Well, sweet babe, there ain't no other. So baby, hold on forever. Yeah, baby, I won't be your man. So come on and take my hand. So good that I'm in the mood. I'm gonna pour my loving all over you. I got some love for me. You got some love for me. I got some love for you. You got some love for me. But I got some love for you. You got some love for me. And I got some love for you. You got some love for me. So good. And I'm in the mood. I'm gonna pour my loving all over you. Oh, yeah. Well, shoo, baba dee, ba ba ba, free, ba 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 doo, be ba 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 doo, ma ma ma, free, ba 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 doo. Go, gimme, 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 gimme. Sugar, 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 sugar. I'm gonna pour my sweet loving all over you. Thank you. This one's called Dance. Saturday night and this place is slacking. Tired of all this one-way talking. Sick of all this conversation. Who I'm in need for a new sensation. never hesitate. You know that it's never too late to get out of those old seats and get up on your dancing feet. 'Cause it's Saturday night and the space is slacking. Tired of all this one-way talking. Sick of all this conversation. I'm in need of no sensation. So come on and dance, baby, dance. Dance, baby, dance. Dance, baby, dance. Shake it. Dance, baby, dance. Dance, baby, dance. Dance, baby, dance. Come on and shake it for me. We want to thank everyone for watching us, and we also want to thank all these guys who had us here, and this is a fun show so far.
All right, this next one is for all my girls at home. I know you know it, and I know you're about to sing along with it, so here we go. This is Like a Man. Like a man. Well, I'm a woman, but I can hang like a man. I'll do anything that your girlfriend can, but I'll do it better. I'll make you say, damn, that's one hell of a woman, and she can hang like a man. Well, I'm a woman, but I can drink like a man from 5 in the evening until 6 a.m. I'll drink you under the table till you can't stand, 'cause I'm one hell of a woman, and I can drink like a man. Well, I'm a woman, but I can hit like a man. You better think twice until you understand. I'm not here to look pretty with a ring on my hand, 'cause I'm a motherfucking woman, and I can hit like a man. Well, I'm a woman. Yeah, I'm a woman. Well, I'm a woman. Well, I'm a woman, but I can hit like a man. You better think twice until you understand. I'm not here to look pretty with a ring on my hand, 'cause I'm a motherfucking woman, and I can hit like a man. Yeah, I'm a woman. Well, I'm a woman. Yeah, I'm a woman. Okay, so once again, we're Slovine. We're from here in the DFW area. We've got... Huh?
Blinded by the light.
He's blinded by the light. I know, diva, right? I'm just kidding.
I'm the biggest queen in the band.
So we've got Cadence over here on our rhythm guitar and lead vocals. We've got Mr. Taylor Bedell back here on our drums. Take pictures of him while you can.
Yes.
We've got Daniel Green back here on the bass. He's very hard to find. And Mr. Cannon Jones over here on lead guitar. Oh, and myself, I forget. I'm Vanessa, and I do lead vocals and sometimes play piano and tambourine.
This is a cover that we do from an old classic song called House of the Rising Sun.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans, and my father was a gambling man down in old New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and his trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Well, mothers, go tell your children not to do what I have done, and spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I got one foot on the platform and the other one on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. There's a house
This is a brand new one that we've never, we've played before, but not in public. And this song is written by Vanessa Barnett.
You heard it first on Pullgetter.
Hey, man!
This is a song called Snakes Don't Hiss. No. Hey, you fool me once, don't fool me twice. It's time you shut up and take my advice. You're so damn shady, 'cause I see lately the front you're putting on, and it's amazing. Ain't got everyone fooled, you're such a goddamn tool. I know you better than that. Don't like your attitude, tryna be someone new, but I got all the facts. Don't you know that it's a long way, way down, baby, way down, baby, way down. I can see it in your eyes that you're too proud, that you're too proud, yeah, you're too proud. How's it feel to be all alone and nobody's gonna be there when you fall from your throne? Hope you know that it's a long way, way down, baby, way down, baby, way down. Tell me get over it, you think that I want this? Call me jealous, no, I'm just fucking pissed. Playing with fire, such a liar. Behind my back and now I'm tired of all that we've been through, and I got trust issues. You cut me deep and you know I feel cheated, so defeated. You hit me pretty low. Hope you know that it's a long way, way down, baby, way down, baby, way down. I can see it in your eyes that you're too proud, that you're too proud, yeah, you're too proud. How's it feel to be all alone and nobody's gonna be there when you fall from your throne? Hope you know that it's a long way, way down, baby, way down, baby, way down. No, 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 no. It's a long way down. Oh, it's a long way down. No, no, it's a long way down. Don't you know that it's a long way, way down, baby, way down, baby, way down. See it in your eyes that you're too proud, that you're too proud, yeah, you're too proud. How's it feel to be all alone and nobody's gonna be there when you fall from your throne? Hope you know that it's a long way, way down, baby, way down, baby, way down. It's a long way down. It's a long way down.
All right. Yeah. Good job, Vanessa. This next song is about when you're at a party and you see a cute girl, but you ain't got the guts to go and talk to her. Happened to me a lot. This is called Falling for You. Hey girl, I've got to confess, you look like an angel in that worn out dress. But you don't have to worry, no you don't have to try. Just give me a smile and my heart goes wild. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Oh, at the party, the girls are drinking wine, while the lonely boys try just one more time. You're in the corner, smoking a cigarette. Lord, I wish I was between your fingertips. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Yeah. Well, that Jack and whiskey's got me dreaming of Dixie. A smile gleams from across the room. Well, you got me thinking of better days. Oh, under the willow in my sweet June. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. All right. Oh, hey, girl, I got to say, if love was already here, well, I'm much too late. I guess some things are better left unknown, but my heart's still beating, so here I go. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Oh, I must be falling, falling, falling for you. Yeah! Thank you. You got me? All right, this one is about when you go to Colorado and smoke some of that good old weed.
My parents are watching.
Yeah, it's called Misty Mountains. We're calling them now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the sun is my one and only friend. He tells a story to the trees and the wind. Southern boy like me, so much heartache out his door. I'm going up, 'cause I can't take this shit no more. Misty Mountains, in the
messy mountains. Lord's calling me to the messy mountains, where I need to be in the messy mountains. Lord's calling. Well, I've got the devil a run for his money. Driving down the road, oh, the heat's going steady. Hands on the wheel, oh, wheels turning. Taking me to where the black tongues howling. Messy mountain, where I need to be in the messy mountain. Lord's calling me to the messy mountain, where I need to be in the messy mountain. Lord's calling me. Messy mountains, where I need to be in the messy mountains. The Lord's calling me to the messy mountains, where I need to be in the messy mountains. The Lord's calling me to the messy mountains, where I need to be in the messy mountains. The Lord's calling me to the messy mountains, that's where I need to be in the messy mountains. Lord's
Thank you. What you got?
Jam?
Y'all can jam.
Is that good? We still have time, right?
Got what? 3 minutes. What, are you just gonna freestyle?
Waiting on a good note.
All right.
We do it often. Or they do.
Where can they find you? Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, plug us, man.
Slowvine Music, Slowvine Music on Instagram. Facebook is just Slowvine. Search us. Our logo's a little snake.
At Slowvine Music. And for booking information, slowvinemusic@gmail.com.
Slowvinemusic@gmail.com for booking information. tried. We're not.
We're going to close it out now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and making this show so great. Thank you to Slovine for coming out here and blowing it up on our season finale. Looking forward to having you back with this new album and performing again. January 4th, everybody. Look for it. Slovine.
September 21st. We'll see you.
Oh, and we got a bunch of stuff that's coming up. Don't forget that October is our new season. This is our season finale today with these guys. And we start the new season October. And, man, it's all horror the entire time with this whole month. Vivid and Vulgar does have a new show. It's a national show. We're playing with The Crowned and Deceived by the Fallen on, September 15th at the Rail. Tickets are $15. Hit us up. But, man, just look these guys up. Man, give them all the love. They were fucking awesome. And look up PGA when it comes to October, man. It's going to be a whole new season, a whole new world. Going to be amazing. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye.